We got one vote already. Coco, let's go. That was fast. Didn't even say anybody joined. Let's go. That's exciting.
Never thought about that. You tell me. Hunter, that's who it was. I was like, geez, that was a fast vote. What do I think's going beyond Big Thunder? As much as I hope for here before, as much as I hope for a Villain's Land beyond Big Thunder, I don't think we get it. Honestly, I really don't think we get it. What land do I think is going to be put back there just because it's going to fit better? Coco. And it just comes from an aesthetic standpoint, so they won't have to do much of like a merge change. Coco fits kind of like in that Western theme of Big Thunder, just because of it's set in Mexico. What's going on, Gotcha Daisy? We got 4 people on here. If you're new, please drop a vote on the poll, drop a like on the stream. It helps me out. Subscribe as well. That would be great, be fantastic. Also, guys, I put out a new video today. It's kind of on the matter of this poll. That's why I wanted to do this poll. 2 votes, both Coco. I honestly think, what's going on? Laura, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it, as usual. I love when people are... Sorry, I'm just looking at traffic. I love when people come back to the stream and actually communicate with me, and you're one of those, so I appreciate it a lot. I like when people talk. So how was your day, guys? We got 4 votes. Encanto. I think Encanto is going to be approved, and it's going to go in Dino Land, sadly. Seems like kind of follows the same theme of Thunder, more aesthetically following the... yeah, I agree. It was, for a while, we had rumors that maybe they put a Zootopia back there. The ones that have floated around the most consistently and seem to carry the most weight would be Coco, Encanto, and the other one that I put on here. Why am I blanking out? Oh, Villains. For a while, also, they thought about putting another Moana-themed land in there as well. I just don't see them doing that. Not with Epcot, when they have Ways of Water. And in my opinion, if they were going to put that anywhere, it would go into Animal Kingdom. So yeah, I think if anything goes back there. Now, they have enough land that they could do 2 smaller, instead of doing like one massive expansion. They could do 2 smaller-ish expansions, kind of similar to like maybe like Fantasyland, where they could do Villains and Coco, and they can kind of go off of maybe the main villain for Coco. That's a possibility, that maybe that they start with a Coco villain for the expansion and then slowly merge into just like an overall villains. Well, Zootopia actually just got cleared for a second movie. So Zootopia 2 will be coming out soon. And Zootopia already is in, what is it, Shanghai? It's either Shanghai or Tokyo. But I think the biggest rumors is that It's Tough to Be a Bug will be completely rethemed to Zootopia. And if you think back maybe a year or 2 ago, they were playing with animatronics that were Zootopia. So I don't know. I love Zootopia. Honestly, I thought it was a great movie. She goes through phases. Yeah, that's how Ev is. My daughter does the same exact thing. Like literally, for forever it was Moana. Like Moana was the biggest thing, and then it switched to Frozen, and it was just like any Frozen you put on, and then it went to Encanto, and that now it's back to Frozen. What's going on, Tori? Thanks for joining. Nice hat, nice shirt. Thank you. If you can't tell, I'm a Disney addict at heart. My page is Happy Place Studios, dedicated to Disney content. I'm an at-home content creator from Louisiana. Dude, if Bugs Life wasn't so iconic there, I feel like I would have been. Yeah, I know. I loved growing up with Bugs Life, and I've just always loved that attraction. Some people say it's scary. I don't see it. Aliens in Tomorrowland was scary. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you, Tori. All I do is Disney-based content. I try to post a long-form content, a long video, every single Wednesday. Then from there, I try to post a short 5 to 7 times a week, and then on top of that as well, I do lives 3 to 4 times this week. No hate, bruh. You keep your eyes on the road. Trust me, I'm keeping my eyes on the road. My phone is actually up on top of my dash, and then it's just like I'm on a phone call, or if I was checking the radio. But yeah, we're at 11 votes. Encanto is actually in the lead at this moment. Why do you guys think Encanto? I would love for Villains. Villains is the lowest, but I think we all realize that Villains is probably not going to happen. That's a lot of commitment. I agree, but I actually enjoy it a lot. This is the only social media that I do is YouTube. So I get up super early in the mornings to do most of my content. So like all of my filming is done before most people even get up. I typically start filming between like 4:30 and 5 a.m. Lives are easy just because I throw it up on the way home or on the way to the gym or work. So yeah, I get most of my content done super early in the morning. You clicked on a random one? You clicked on a random video? I hope so. That would be nice. That would be really nice, honestly. I appreciate it. I've only been doing this for about 2 months. But I think I've made great strides. And as usual, I always tell people, hey, if you can, go watch something of mine. My goal is to make the best content I can possibly for the people that view it. So if there's things that I'm doing right, let me know. If there's things that you think I can improve on, let me know. I want to make the best things possible for you guys. And if there's things that maybe I'm not doing and you want to see more of, or just new content that maybe you would like to see, I will definitely, poll answer, okay. I will definitely produce content on what you guys want to see. So that's always an option as well. Leave options in the comments, and I will do my best to get to every single one that I possibly can, and I'll produce whatever you guys want to see. Finally, a nice creator. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think the goals as content creators should be to appease the fan base that follows them. I don't want to make content just because I want to make it. Like, I want to make content that you guys are actually either going to learn from, one, or just get benefit from. Most of my content, all of my content right now is filmed on my phone. If I can ever get to a point that I'm monetized, I'm going to take the money and put it back into the channel to produce better content. That is my goal. I just want to produce the best content I possibly can. Right now, it's on a cheap lavalier mic, and it's on my iPhone. But from there, I want to be able to get a nicer camera, get a nicer mic, so I can produce overall better quality. I also built my own studio. Literally, it's like a shed that we built. So that's where I film all my content. So when it's cold, it's freezing, and when it's hot, it's really hot. So the goal would be to eventually upgrade my office to where I can produce better content on a daily basis to really put more into the fan base. I think I've done pretty well so far. I started this December 26th of last year, so around 2-ish months, almost 2.5 months. Sitting at around 410 followers so far. What do? I work in sales at the moment. I've been doing it for a while. I really enjoy what I do. I work for a SaaS company with technology for HR and payroll. We're at 18 votes. Let's go. Encanto is in the strong lead. Villains is making a comeback, but I really don't see us doing that. I really don't see them do that. Swifty for life. I'm assuming that's what that means. Swifty for life. But yeah, it's really fun. I enjoy. Not only is Disney one of my hobbies, I really say I'm addicted to it because like I'm just super passionate about it. I say always that, hey, look, once I retire one day, I'll retire and go work for the Disney company. I got really into Walt Disney himself. That's why I'm really passionate about the company, because it was one man's dream that built a 100-year-old company, and his whole basis realistically was to produce clean, family-oriented fun. And now I try to apply the tactics that Disney does on a daily basis to my own life to make sure I find my happy place. Thanks, Tori. You're awesome. You're amazing. Clean white fun, Jesus. Now, it's if you listen to why I named it Happy Place, if you listen to the intro speech that Walt gave at Walt Disney World. Disneyland. Sorry, it's to all that come to this happy place, welcome. And it's the same thing for my channel. To all that come to this happy place, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Stick around for as long as you want. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I want to be able to reach more people. Maybe not as fast as possible. Of course, that'd be nice, but I just want to make sure I'm doing the best thing I can for you guys. Well, Swifty for life, I'm glad that you love Disney World because you're on the right page then. Hello, I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah, I think we all want a Villain's Land. Like, secretly down below, we all want a Villain's Land to come to Walt Disney World. Like, a Villain's Park would be sick. That won't ever happen, though. But a Villain's Land inside of Magic Kingdom would be amazing. But I realistically believe that Coco will be the choice there. I think Encanto will be approved for the Blue Sky Project in Animal Kingdom. Sadly, I wish it wasn't. I wish it was going somewhere else. What would be cool is to start with Encanto's villain and merge into just a complete Villain's Land. That would be cool. That would be acceptable. What's your favorite Disney movie or show? So, my favorite Disney movie growing up was The Lion King. Hands down. My favorite live action is tied between Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. My favorite show. That's a little hard. Let's see. I'm thinking back to my Disney Channel days, which would be like maybe like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Currently, it's hard. Star Wars is definitely on top for shows for Disney. Maybe Loki, though. Loki's hard. Mando, Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, like that's a great series. I kind of wish, I don't know. That is so hard to pick. Encanto 2, imagine that. Nah, that would be fire. Yeah, Villain's Land would be fire. We need some good videos on Walt Disney himself. Something I still want to learn. Yeah, absolutely. I am more than willing to do that, Hunter. Hedgehog Riot, you liked how they butchered Aladdin in live action. I think what realistically happened in that movie is something unexpected. Will Smith's genie was amazing. Now, you cannot top Robin Williams. Robin Williams made that character his own. But Will Smith didn't go into it thinking I had to beat Robin Williams. He made it himself. He made the character his own in this present day. Jasmine was a power player. Aladdin, I think, just fell short. The casting of it from a visual standpoint, yes. Visual standpoint, he looked good as Aladdin, but he just wasn't a very powerful Aladdin. What is my absolute least favorite Disney character? That's hard. Absolute least favorite. I would probably. I never really got into like Hunchback of Notre Dame. I've watched it, of course. I've just never realized that was. Hi, Liliana. Sorry, I can't look at this the entire time. But yeah, I think I would have to probably go with someone in Hunchback of Notre Dame. I never really got into that movie growing up. Good Luck Charlie is a classic. Good Luck Charlie kind of came out after I grew up, though. I remember little bits of the first season, but that's about it. Stick it to the man, Jesus. Yeah, so I think realistically, I think everyone wants a Villain's Land. Have you watched every movie and show from Disney? Just about. Now, in the last couple of years, there are things that I haven't been able to keep up with, just because I have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old. So it's a little harder for me to keep up with all the movies coming out, all the new TV shows coming out. I just don't have necessarily the time to do it anymore. But before that, absolutely. You could not get me away from it. I watched everything that came out, everything possible. I literally watched it all. But newer-ish movies that have come out recently, I have not had the chance to really dive into all of them. If they combine the two best-selling tickets or watch move and made it into a weird sequel show, I don't know. Please tell me what that means. If they combine their two best-selling tickets or watched move and made it, they could release and movie or show and everyone would love. I am so confused. I am trying to understand. I have to go, but I will be at your next live. Awesome. Thank you. I will be on tomorrow, so click in anytime you want. Go watch something else, please. That helps out a lot. Let's see. We're at 30 votes. Yeah, Villain's Land is now in second. No, it's tied with Encanto. Oh, no, it's tied with Encanto. Everyone's gonna want that. My autocorrect sucks, man. That's all right. I guess you're a way faster diver. Yeah, I would say so because I couldn't understand any of that. I tried. I even read it slowly. But which is better, Encanto or Coco? Me personally, I like Encanto. I like Encanto more. Not saying that Coco's a bad movie by any means. I just resonate it more with Encanto. That's just me though. I just personally, I've watched it several times now. My daughter loves it. She watches it all the time. Funny enough, she can't say Encanto, so she calls Encanto Coco. Yeah, I think Encanto is just a better movie. I think they meant to take the two best-selling or most-watched movies and put them together into one sequel movie. Are you saying combining the best movie and the best show and put them together? Yeah, I'm not saying like Coco was like a bad movie by in any means, but I think you had to be like, I think you have to be really connected to the code, like that culture. Like I imagine like Hispanic families like really pulled closer to that movie. Just not for me. Hunter, you're probably gonna have to break that down for me tomorrow if you understand that, because I don't think I can understand it while I'm driving. Yeah, Coco's an overall good movie, and I think if they did bring it to Magic Kingdom, it would be fine. Like, it brings more of that Hispanic culture into the parks that really isn't there at the moment, besides like Mexico Pavilion. Yeah, I definitely relate more to the characters inside Encanto. Way better. This traffic is ridiculous today. No, that's all right. You good? Guys, for anybody that is new here, sorry for the ones that are still on. I'm going to repeat myself because I see 5 people on here now. I'm an at-home Disney content creator from Louisiana. I post long-form videos every Wednesday. Try to go live 3 to 4 times a week with shorts 5 to 7 times a week as well. So if you're in the place, if you like Disney, you're looking for updates, you're just looking to learn from a 100-year-old company, you're in the right place. Hit the subscribe button. Are you a member of... I am not. I am married, my guy. If you can, guys, leave a like as well. I don't know where the like button is on mobile live streaming. I think it's on the computer, but I'm not sure. Bro, what did you think is your best magical Disney trip? So I have 2. Well, that's hard. I have 3. So I proposed to my wife in Disney on her birthday. I got married and honeymooned in Disney. And then the first time I took my daughter to Disney was amazing. Getting to see Disney through the eyes of being a parent is insane. Dakota, my afternoon is going very well. Got off work, headed home. Let's see. My uncle and his family are from Mexico. I go to visit them in Texas yearly, and Coco is pretty cool to me. Yeah, I think Coco, if it fits your culture, I think it has a strong connection because it was a good movie. Just for me personally, I still pull to Encanto more. That's all. Dakota, that sucks. I'm assuming if you're in the U.S., it's just not 5 o'clock yet for you. I live in Louisiana, so it's almost 6 now. For those that are new, I did drop a video this today. I dropped this afternoon. A fireman and EMT. Well, thank you for your service. I appreciate it so much. You guys are a champion. Seriously. Thank you for everything that you do. Videos, they're amazing, bro. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm very new at producing any type of like long form content. I did TikTok for probably about 6 or 7 months a few years back before my kids were born. And then I was like, you know what? I want to get back into it after my kids got a little bit older, where I had just a little smidge of free time in the morning. So I'm still very new. If you guys are subscribing to the channel off of this live feed, please go watch something else. You guys know YouTube better than I do because you watch it more. Leave a like on them. Leave a comment on things that I can do better, what I'm doing right. I want to make sure I'm producing the best content possible for you guys. Well, thank you so much, Dakota. You're amazing. You live in Junction City, Kansas. Okay, so you're Central Time, yeah. You're just north of me by a lot. Villains is in the lead. See, I knew that was going to happen. I knew Villains was going to take the lead just because everyone wants that, and Disney just will not give it to us. Thanks, I don't know. You're amazing, dude. I appreciate you. 24 on and 16 off. That is epic. Hi, Mr. Masterclass. That 24 on and 16 off, I can only imagine is not easy in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, Hunter, Villains would be absolutely insane. Everyone would love it. Again, yeah, it might have a little touch of scariness for kids, but at the end of the day, having something that's more for the adults, and the thing is, it's Disney. It can only go so scary. They learned from their mistake with putting aliens into Tomorrowland and quickly having to close it down. You can still have a Villains Land where it's still fun. It's still interactive, and kids would love it. What Masterclass? What's going on, Nicholas? It's not. Lots of at home fire last night. I got this mom. And yeah, holy crap, that's heavy. That's insanely heavy. We need to have Coco 2 and Encanto 2 now. I believe one of those has happened. I just cannot. I remember for the life of me which one of those is happening. I think. I could be totally wrong, but I think one of those is happening. I don't know. 39 votes. Let's go. Yep, Villains and Encanto. I think those two are the preferred, but I think overall, we all know that Coco will probably end up going there just because it's going to be the easier fix to go beyond Big Thunder, just because it matches the land of Big Thunder. Got to get back to work now. Well, good luck. Please be safe, Dakota. I appreciate you for jumping on. Thanks for subscribing. Again, go watch something else if you have some free time. Just put it on the background. From their movies that did good and not go over what they did and bad, and movies amazing again forever. I think so. The video that I posted today kind of gets into this topic itself. I think Disney has to get away from the politics that they've been engulfed in the last 3 or 4 years and just get back to the homage of what built their company on an amazing basis and sailed them through insane growth between 2010 and 2019. I think that's going to happen, and I think Bob Iger is doing his best to try to get back to that state of company, but they had to get through 2 to 5 years of just going through Bob Chapek's regime and all the approvals that happened underneath him. So I think we're getting close to that. I think we're going to start seeing major changes this year, where Disney's headed, actually looking for. We're going to start getting a lot of green lights. I think Disney's not going to play it safe anymore because I don't think as a company they can survive or at least stay in any form of good standings if they keep the same path that they're doing now. And I think it's really realistically starting to come to view and come to a head. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Have a movie, you know it's a good movie. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. You guys rock. Thanks for hanging in there with me. For those who are still watching, get involved. Don't be shy. There's only so many people that are watching this. It's not like I'm a big creator in any way, shape, or form. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're interested in, why you think maybe one of these lands will happen beyond Big Thunder. Ask me questions on maybe content you want to see. This is my first afternoon live, and you were right. Yeah, it's way more active. Yeah, Hunter, the afternoon lives are way more active. It's just early in the morning, like you said, there's just not a lot of people on. The afternoons are definitely better. Honestly, if I was able to do these between like 9 and 10 o'clock, they would probably be even better because more people are on. Like more people are like laying in bed watching YouTube, maybe sitting on their couch watching YouTube. I wish I could do that. I just can't do that at this time. I'm still around to see what he would have came up with. Yeah, it's sad to see that his main masterpiece Walt Disney never got to see come to full fruition. And then, honestly, it was 3 months after Walt Disney World even opened, that Magic Kingdom opened, that Roy Disney, his brother, died. The one that actually followed his dream through and got the parks up and running. Thank you, I don't know. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, I wish Walt could have stayed alive for at least a couple of years. Just a couple of years, man. That would have been awesome to see. And honestly, if you'd have stayed alive for a couple of years, honestly, Epcot might look completely different. Because Epcot originally wasn't supposed to be a theme park. Because at that point, the only reason Epcot became a theme park because Walt wasn't around to guide the idea of what Epcot was supposed to be. So they changed it. They changed the idea to a learning park where people could come in and not necessarily explore the world, but explore cultures around the world. And that's why the decision went with that, because the Disney company kind of lost their vision of what was capable, because Walt was always this crazy visionary. If he would have been alive, truly, Epcot may have been the experimental prototype community of tomorrow that he originally wanted it. That it was carried on this long. Yeah, absolutely. Literally 100 years of the Walt Disney Company. Absolutely insane. 50 years just for Walt Disney World. Well, now it's 51 years. Mickey Mouse was created in 1928 and is still thriving to this day. Yeah, which is crazy. Absolutely insane that one character kind of set the tone. What's crazy, just think, if Walt Disney had never sold off the rights to Waldo the Lucky Rabbit, Mickey Mouse would have never been created. Yeah, to really see a utopia, basically what Epcot was supposed to be was a utopia. To have gotten a chance to see Epcot in its full fruition would have been amazing. Walt is literally a lot of people's childhood. I mean, you got to think the impact that this company has is insane. Also, like, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the technology that we're used today, like entertainment-wise, the Walt Disney Company played a huge factor in that. Like, the very first touchscreen, like what we use on phones, was actually developed and debuted for the opening of Epcot. It was the first touchscreen was developed by the Walt Disney Company. Crazy. The first audio animatronics, the step in, and basically any animatronics that was full character. So basically what we think of like robots today was developed by the Walt Disney Company. Like, innovation in technology was booming from the Walt Disney Company. Why do you think that they went to the World's Fair so often? That would also be something cool to see. I wish the World's Fair was still around. I get why it's not around anymore, because we have the power of instant communication through the internet and phones. But to see like so much technology just displayed at the World's Fair, I wish it was still around. It's still becoming kids' entire childhood these days. I don't know what my daughter would be watching if Disney. Yeah, same with me. Like, literally, my kid watch Disney, some stuff on DreamWorks, and then they watch Miss Rachel and Blippi. 90% of what my kids watch is Disney. Yeah, could you imagine that world, that the Walt Disney Company was never created if Walt wasn't around? I don't know what the world would look like. Of course, that would be normal to those people, but geez, that would suck. But we have the board meetings April 3rd. Bob Iger had his big talk at the Morgan Stanley conference that gave some high hopes and electricity back into the fan base. And then I'm excited for D23 this year. D23 in August will be amazing. I just have a feeling that we will finally get green lights on what is going beyond Big Thunder and what is going in Dinoland USA. Big question here, Disneyland or Disney World? If it's me, because I've only ever gone to Disney World, I've never gone to Disneyland, I choose Disney World. But it doesn't mean I hate on Disneyland in any way, shape, or form. I think Disneyland, even though it's way smaller, has the same amount of rides because Disneyland has a bunch of smaller dark rides. And it's just the history of the Disneyland parks. But the masterpiece is Disney World. Like, that is just, you can go to Disney World every day of the year and have a new experience every day of the year. Yeah, Hunter, I hate you because I would love to be in Disney World now, much less 4 weeks, but I have to wait till October. Ha ha ha. This live is definitely on the longer side because traffic was terrible. Normally it's about it's going to approach 40 minutes here. But normally I also started early. I started in the parking lot, so maybe that's right. But traffic was pretty bad. You ever, I just saw a lady running on the side of the road. You know, a lot of people run just for cardio. You ever just think, I wonder what's chasing that person? That's just me, though. Yeah, Worlds for cheer. That is a great excuse to go. I'm just saying, great excuse to go. Tragic these days. Traffic is terrible. All right, guys. I think I am going to call it there. Let's see where we finished at. Villains Land, of course, finished on top or tied. Coco in dead last, but I think that's the one that's going to be the most reasonable. But I think I'm going to call it there. I'm almost home. I'll be home in the next few minutes. Disney World is not lying. Yeah, I'll be back on first thing in the morning, probably around 6:30 a.m. Central Time. So just go off whatever time you are, 6:30 Central Time, around there roughly. I'll be back on tomorrow afternoon. I will have a short posted in the morning. But other than that, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. Go out, be you, be great. I'll catch you in the next one.